Hey, I'm Jazz.
And I'm Britt.
NYCWA, yo, let's talk about
Popo Empire.
Yeah, it was crazy. Everybody on their po.
Popo Lucius, Popo Cookie, Popo Kitty Boo Boo, Popo Andre, Popo Jamal, Popo Little Baby Jamal, Popo.
Yeah, what's that child name again? I forgot.
Unwanted? I don't know. I
mean,
know.
but you know what?
Mistake? I don't know.
The poor thing, no child is a mistake. That's what people would say. However, the activities of making that child can be a mistake on one person's part. But
Jamal did say, you know, why you so sure the baby's mine?
Yeah, that was interesting as well. Empire was pretty good today. Status report is turned up. I want to shine a light on something that is not real drama filled. But did y'all see Precious
flirting with Antoine Fisher?
My boy Derek Luke? And I tweeted this. I said, you know, I don't usually like the chocolate.
I would say choose your words.
What you talking about?
Because you know how people be.
Yeah, they get caught up in their feelings. No, but the deep chocolate mint. Yeah, I usually don't. You know, like usually they don't like me, but I don't usually, you know, be going for them. But Derek Luke, it's something about him that's so
he's very pleasant. He's
distinguishable. He's so. I like him. I like his face.
He's got the hot factor.
I've always liked him, and he's not even like as fine as Lance Gross, you know. But something about him.
He's charismatic. Like his character is.
I like him.
He's got a hot personality.
We talk, like in anything he plays. He's Derek Luke. I love the addition of him to the show, and I really hope he stays. It seems like he is going to be there for a little while. Did y'all see how Cookie gave him that up and down?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking
I need some security for my house. You need to take my number. And he gave him
and he was, but you saw that stare he gave her? Because you know he was like,
you playing.
For real? Lucius sitting there looking, Lucius hit the, because you know Lucius like, you bet not. And he talking about Cookie. You know, she goes, shut up. Because listen, Cookie can go on and handle her business, but what do y'all have to say about Cookie talking about she ain't been with no other man? He's still the only man she ever been with.
No other man.
Okay? Like, that's crazy. But, you know.
But, I mean, 17 years in prison.
But that's beautiful. Her marriage, that was her first, and he's the only one. But he's such a piece of trash, creep, bum bastard. But you understand that because he knows he's her first and only. He is not trying to have nobody else touch on her though.
That's true.
You know how men be. Men be crazy, especially when they know the woman hasn't been with a lot of people. And like even if she only had like a body count of 5, he'd be like, "Look,
that's it.
Don't all right." Because you know they be like, "Oh, because she's a good girl and she know it." Cookie, man, I love me some Cookie, but I was really unhappy with her becoming the side. Listen, but I knew
but that's Lucius' fault because he threw this crazy information on her that he got ALS. Her feelings are all crazy. Her emotions are crazy.
Yep,
she's in a whirlwind. She's lightheaded. Then he played some old school jam that he wrote for her.
He did.
Back in the day.
Y'all heard Terrence singing? They had them nice effects on his voice, so I liked it. It sounded cute in the background. But I knew that they were leading this way.
That was Thirst Trap.
Yeah, he snatched her up. He might as well
just post a picture on Instagram like,
you know, but
straight boobs talking about, do y'all like my new shirt?
Yeah, like it was ridiculous. But that scene was really heart wrenching. It was really sad when he told them. I was close to tears. Those of you who've been with us for a while, you know that my husband passed 2 years ago. So him telling his children and telling his ex-wife, because even though they're divorced, you know, there's still love there. You know, you don't, you know what I mean?
They have children.
And they have 3 children. That was, oh my God.
The saddest part.
That joint got my throat tight now. I was so sick because I instantly thought of my husband. Like, man, and see, when he was in the bed and Cookie's looking at him through the window at the hospital, like it just, I said, damn Empire, god damn them, what the hell?
That was messed
I
up,
don't need this ish.
Like, you can't come in.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait, but this heifer ain't family. She's just the fiance. Technically, in hospitals, that don't mean nothing.
Exactly.
You would need the parents, okay, to you know, a family member to let them in. But I'm like, man, I'm just glad that he did tell them. I thought the timing of him telling them was good. I thought that was good. I didn't feel the same way I felt like when he told Anika. When he told Anika, I was like, it didn't feel right. It didn't feel real. But when he told the family, it felt right. It felt good. You saw Jamal. Hakeem was like,
oh no, when Andre was like, man, damn IPO, and Hakeem was like, y'all should brush you in your mouth.
Exactly. Because he said, that man said he was dying, man. What you talking about? But, it's understandable. Like, those are the type of reactions you get when someone says, like, yo, it's terminal. It's a wrap. That is so effing whack because the person is sitting in front of you. It's like, what do you mean it's terminal? You're fine. You're here. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't make sense. Man, and when she said to him, you know, you're going to beat this. And he's just smiling at her because it's like, my dude, you know, the facts are the facts. But I can understand that because I went through that with my husband because I'm like, we ain't listening to nobody. F these mofos. Damn it. You my husband and you gonna be here. That's the way, you know, especially if you a woman like, you know, if you someone like me, you ain't taking that. Oh, hell no. But that joint I thought that was a good scene. The scene was good. Even Andre's wife was emotional, was becoming, because you saw how first she was just looking at Lucius, but even Andre's reaction was correct because, like, Lucius said that though, which was crazy.
He said no, he should be mad
because that's how he's built to be. If you really look at the children, Lucius knows his children. Andre is like Lucius. It's all about the focus is the dream, the business. That's how he wants Andre to be. That's how he needs him to be, I should say. You understand? Because the other two are the artists. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and Jamal is more like Cookie. Hakeem is just out there, you know, and he's just praying Hakeem gets right eventually. Basically. But oh my God, that scene was.
Andre really kind of.
Yeah, he tore at my heart when he was in that shower. But y'all know why? It's because they're afraid. They, you know, him talking about the legacy, and I'm gonna leave this to y'all. They was like, yeah, all right, whatever, but they didn't think it was gonna be that soon. Yeah. You know, it's supposed to be 50 years later or some crap like that. That, man, his reaction, I thought Andre, so who's turn-up worthy character?
Dang. I would give it to Andre's wife just because she went in that water. But she
slapped the hell out of Andre like, because that's what you're supposed to do when your husband is
he was about to have a panic attack.
He was panicking. And my turn-up worthy character is just Andre and his wife. I forget her name on the show. But those two, they get it for me because that last scene, and even when she looked at Lucy, she said, I'm sorry. And she, you know, she went to be with her husband because that's where she's supposed to be. And she got up in that shower and slapped the hell out of him. Because sometimes that's what men need. You're supposed to have a decent, strong woman. And if you know, a soft woman, you know, at the same time. But when you need someone to get your ass up and lay that smack down on you, you know what I'm saying? She should be able to be the one to do it. You shouldn't need no outside source for that. Not when you have a wife, and vice versa.
So it's a good thing that he married the right person.
Yeah, because remember Cookie said to him, "Why you marry this white girl?"
That's what I mean.
You know, I don't think her race has anything to do with it. She's just made of stern stuff. And but I think Andre's about to be having problems. He's panicking. Yeah. Jamal's just like, what? Hakeem looked like, what the F? Like, I felt so bad for them. It was really sad. What I thought was really cute in that scene, before he told them, was when he called the granddaughter little gangster. Yeah. Loved it. I was like, that is so cute. So, I mean, I guess, I believe, in that situation, I believe Lucius may be the father.
Yes, I think he might.
I believe that Lucius may be the father.
Because Jamal said that the marriage was a scam. Yeah. Was a fraud.
I really believe that Lucius may be the father because he's just too accepting of being attached to this little girl. I'm like, what's going on?
Everybody is though, kind of. But I guess that's when you have money though, you don't care. Like, yeah.
Another
mouth, come on.
You know, not me. You know, I don't even like kids. I mean, I got two. I love mine, but I mean, Brittany was the only other kid that I really liked, and I could care less.
Shameful.
I'd be like, is there a nanny somewhere? We would have to hire someone. Care.com, quick, because I'm not sitting with the kid. But you know what would be effed up is they would be all up in my face, trying to be my friend, and I make it clear to children that I don't like them. I don't like kids, and they still want to be in my face. And I'm like, yo, can you go away? Find your mother. Find a home. You know what I mean?
I don't know what she's going to do when I have kids. And drop them off.
You going to pull an Olivia. Okay, yeah. I'm so tired of you. They used to call Brittany Raven-Symoné when she was little. She used to look just like her when she was little. Oh my God. But yeah. So what do y'all think about Hakeem and Naomi Campbell's relationship?
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting?
No, what do you think about this stupid fool? First of all, throwing, because if it was me, I would have said, you just gonna throw this box
and
at my face.
My mother said, don't never accept nothing that no man throws at you.
Yeah,
she
gonna
said,
throw this
you
box
never
in my
accept
face?
money tossed on no table. Everything is supposed to be given to you in your hand.
So, you know, we so dramatic. I would have went.
Yeah, I would have died.
I'd be like, did you throw
that at me? You threw that at me. Because my mother said, no man he's gonna place it in your hand. Men, she said, if they toss it,
walk around too.
That was exactly what he was supposed to do. Mommy said, give me the hair clip. If they don't place it in your hand, they dealing with you like you some prostitute.
But then he got
prostitutes find money sitting on the table. Prostitutes get things tossed at them. Here, this is for you. No, you better put that in my bank account. Or you better place it in my hand. Get the hell out of my face.
There you have it.
I ain't got the time.
But the fact that he got her this chunky behind 8th grade.
That thing was funny.
Name chain with his name on it.
But you know the hood dudes be loving that. Oh, my hair clip.
Yeah, but she don't look like she would not even
nothing like that
next to her.
Nope. And the funny thing is when she looked,
that's not a gift for her. That was a gift for him.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Just like when them chicks get the dude's name tattooed on them. That's not for them. It's for the dude. And they so stupid. They believe that it's for them. It ain't for you. It's for him. Child, please. Nobody's name is getting tatted on me. My husband was so pissed off because I told him I would get an acronym. His name started with J, like mine, the letter J, and I always used to sign off FILJ when he was in the military. When I would write him, Forever I Love Gerard. And I told him I would get that very tiny, probably on the inside of my wrist or something like that. And he was looking at me like, "Are you serious?" Because we don't do tattoos. I said, but I would do that because he was gonna get my name all the way down his arm. You know, like that big old tattoo that Nick Cannon had of Mariah's name on his back. Yeah, I told him I wanted something like that. So on him. But he's a guy, so I mean, in no disrespect to if you're a female, you into tattoos, kudos to you. But that's just not, no. But he was pissed off because he was like, "That J can mean anything." I said, "That's right. It could be Forever I Love Jasmine. It could be Forever I Love Jesus, which comes first. Which comes first? Okay."
So you're not getting a tattoo of his name.
I am, but the thing is, why are you upset that I have options? To me, that shows that you don't really love me like you say.
Bruh, moving on.
No. Nah, but Hakeem was tripping. When he said bae, and she said, what is a bae? What is a bae? I love Naomi Campbell, y'all. I don't know if y'all know it, but I love her.
Oh, you just said that.
Love her, like on everything. I used to sit up and watch her on E when they would show the runway shows. Like I would make it my business to watch Naomi, and my daughter's name is Naomi. Yes, I love Naomi Campbell. Part of it was because it's a biblical name, okay, and it means pleasant, agreeable. And I thought maybe if the Lord wants to be
Naomi
nice to me,
is pleasant.
She's pleasant, but she has attitude.
She's not agreeable.
Attitude, but also because I was like, I know my daughter's gonna be tall just like Naomi Campbell, and I want her to walk the runway just like Naomi Campbell. Yes, yes. I love Naomi Campbell, but it low key bothers me the role she plays on the show. However, I believe that they're gonna start.
What bothers me is that she's so much taller than Hakeem.
Do y'all see how Hakeem be looking up at her?
Hakeem is a midget,
but Hakeem he wants a mommy. That's why he's with her.
That makes sense.
He wants a mommy, just like Jamal wants his daddy. And Andre just wants to win, just like Lucius. But I think that they're gonna start to progress Naomi Campbell's character, and she's gonna become more of a problem later on, stuff like that. Because I'm like,
starting next episode. Yeah, because she came out cookie some kind of way.
Talking about music, I was like, what is she talking about? Okay, let's talk about Kitty Boo Boo and her ratchet ass,
bruh.
Did y'all see what she did to Courtney Love? What is her name on the show? L? Is that it?
Disrespectful.
I couldn't believe she did that. That is disgusting. This woman is getting off of the narcotics.
She was on drugs just a month ago.
She was smoking crack just a month ago. Smoking crack a month ago. But still, she got off of it. How dare you? You hate Cookie that much?
She looks so good. Oh, wow.
But you know it's going to come out. And once Lucius finds out, he's gonna drop her like a
sounded
bag.
like that got sent to lick quick. Jiggy got
got
worse
it.
than that.
You know, but I mean, hashtag Django. But I mean, you know, when Lucius finds out, he's getting rid of her.
Yeah.
Because he needs Anika right now. It's clear. Y'all saw how he looks at Cookie. Y'all heard when he said, "I love you, Cookie," when he sent Cookie out there and Cookie
That dude
gave
was
that.
like, Hercules.
And everybody was like,
You clapping? Mm-hmm.
because they thought she was gonna do wrong bad, and he knew she was gonna pull it through.
Yeah.
He knew. I have family members like her where they be like, "Look, I ain't reading no teleprompter, and I'm not speaking all what they would
Y'all
say."
know I need glasses.
Oh, what would they say? That I'm not gonna speak all uppity and wide and bright like Jasmine and y'all doing Gina and Brittany, you know. But
nobody's ever said that about me.
You are automatically looped in with me and mommy. I don't know what you're talking about, but they gonna keep it real and 100 just like that. So it may not come out the way, you know, the eloquent speech that's written or whatever the case may be, but she has charisma, which is, and the thing is, she don't talk ghetto, you know, she speaks in complete sentences and things of that nature. She's just gonna keep.
I mean, she has 17 years to practice her English.
Good God. She's, you know, gonna come from the heart, and that's what Lucius know that he needed. He did not need some business person going out there suit and tying these people.
Because that's nothing new.
Exactly. He needed someone who was gonna pull at their heartstrings and really show them the fire of empire. And when she started,
and desire.
Yeah, that's my joint. I mean, when she started hitting that, I was like, go ahead.
And she bring the little, you know, the comic relief. Everyone's laughing. And
but what really hit it is that she's his ex-wife. They have to respect him. The fact that she's his ex-wife, she kept it 100, said he dumped me, called him a jackass, but then at the same time told him, you need to be with him. You need to be put your money in this man's hand.
The whole like, we are a family, and then was
but
like, and we are extending our arms to you. You can be a part. You can jump on the train.
But she wasn't like, we a family like they the damn Huxtables. She said, we a family. We hustle and flow. We a mess. However, we get that money right. So what's up? You know what I mean? You gonna get down or you gonna lay down and be sad on the next year when you see how this money flowing. You feel me? I was like, go ahead, Cookie. But Lucius, man,
that was a good scene too, though.
It was, and that is, and you know what?
For
turn-up worthy scene that gets it too. So Cookie has to get turned up as well. She's turn up worthy character as well.
Even
because
though she laid down with the devil.
See, I'm so mad with her for that though.
He put on his luscious. Yeah. And had her all messed up in the head.
Yeah, because y'all know Lucius moonlights as luscious and sometimes as Satan. So it's like, on that night, he became luscious and seduced her. He was still Satan, though, just like Satan did Eve in the Garden of Eden.
Yes.
Evil. I was supposed to say the Garden of
Eden?
Lord. The Garden of Eden. He came up in there, seduced poor Cookie. But, I mean, let's be real. Okay, when we, compare it to real life, realistically, that isn't so crazy because they were married, and it's clear he still loves her. Anyone who's sitting there sees that. I mean, Anika got to be crazy if she
want to act like... face. Yo, she can't even hide the disgust and the hate.
She won't. But the thing is, but that's the problem. That's his ex-wife. There should be respect there. She ain't do nothing to you. It wasn't like she dogged him out, cheated on him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who he is. All she
did was do a bid.
Yeah, for him. And he is who he is because of her. You would think she'd be saying, Cookie, hey. You know what I mean? But because she knows she's competition.
Everything that she can do to tear Cookie down and everything.
Which is going to push him to her. And what he say? He said he'd been with a lot of women and he was looking for her and them. Okay? And Anika's stupid because she wouldn't be tearing Cookie. Cookie wouldn't do that to her.
No.
If the roles were reversed, Cookie would not do that to Anika. She would respect the grind.
But what
respect
Anika
the hustle.
did to Elle, though, I'm sorry.
Pure
all because you hate
garbage.
Cookie? Are you serious?
When Elle hit that ottoman in that bathroom, talking about, I can sing!
When she hit that scream, ah!
Poor Elle. And she came in, her hair was done, she was ready, she was drinking her tea. She said, I'm going to sing. Anika.
I can't believe it, though.
She's disgusting. Now, she gets creep on Ambassador water.
Yeah.
Y'all with us?
Why would she? That's
Who is
really,
in agreement?
That's a bit too far.
That
and
hoe.
then because you mad at
She had me calling her a hoe.
Yeah.
She hasn't even behaved as a hoe,
Yeah.
like in hoe activity as far as sexually, but she's a hoe for that.
Yes, definitely.
That's hoe activity.
But
How you gonna do that?
Like, you can't bring somebody else, drag someone else's life into this.
Into the pits just because you're mad at this other person because she helped her. You hateful bastard. Y'all gotta, and when someone's jealous of you, my grandmother always said, you keep a jealous mother effer from around you. Okay? You keep them from around you because the jealous person will make it their business to destroy you. Generally, if you have children, that's how they're gonna come for you. They're gonna come for you through your kids. That's what she always told me. She was like, so when someone's jealous of you and you know it, or you peep some of it, get them from around you. Stay from around. She always said that to me. She said that, and she was always right. And when she saw somebody wasn't right around me, she'd be like, hey, watch that one. You slipping, Jay. My grandmother was Cookie-like. Okay, we told y'all, we have an Aunt Cookie. That was my grandmother's sister, her little sister. They wasn't no joke. They was very much like Cookie. Child, please. And she always used to say that to me. She'd be like, Jazzy, see, you good. You not like the rest of us. You not like us, and that's good. Every generation is supposed to get better. Gina's better than me, and you are going to be better than your mother because Gina ain't going to let you be worse. You know, I mean, my grandma was out there, but I love my grandma. My grandma was bomb. She was boss all the way, for real. No rocking chair for her. Okay, none of that. No. My grandma was boss. One day I'll do some videos to tell y'all some stories about me and my grandma. We had, child, please. You would never have guessed it. Never have thunk it. People who've been with us for a while, they be like, what? Yeah, my grandma. But, man, Cookie, I just feel like her sleeping with Lucius, I get it.
Yeah.
It's her ex-husband.
And he
like, if my husband was alive and let's say we divorced or something happened, I mean, I can imagine that I would probably smash him from time to time. I would not.
Talking about you got ALS. Like,
I wouldn't want to smash him if he had a chick, but if my husband, let's say we were divorced and he came to meet my ex-husband and told me he was, about to kick the bucket, yeah, I'm probably going to be like, get over here. And I am the type that I'm gonna
comfort you.
I'm gonna make him leave the chick he with.
Yeah.
If he with somebody.
That's the only
that
thing
ain't right.
That
but
in the scenes for next, we're seeing that they're gonna smash again.
Yeah, because she said you need to get rid of Anika. If you with her, then I'm close for business. And that makes sense to me because Cookie's personality, the way they've written her.
But she been in jail for 17 years and she done got out. This is her first little taste. And now
he's the only man she ever been with, so she comfortable. He's comfortable. Who she wouldn't want to be with someone else. Damn, Lucius. Damn. Damn, Lucius, a.k.a. Luscious, a.k.a. Satan. Satan. Damn. Lucius. Damn. Luscious. He is a mother effer, man. I can't believe he doing Cookie like this. But I'm mad. That's why I tweeted. I said, no, Cookie, because he going to do her dirty. And Jamal said it in the previews. He was like, he can't love nobody. I mean, I believe he loves Cookie. You could tell. You saw it in his eyes. Even when he was in the going in the ambulance, he didn't want to pick Anika. You could tell, but
that
he has
was a
to.
business decision, yeah.
He has to because her father's a doctor. He's gonna write off on everything as far as
Shout out
the
to
IPO.
the homie though that was poisoning Lucius and took his money.
That piece of trash bastard. But Lucius gonna eventually send somebody after
to
that.
kill him because
he has to die. Wait a minute, he gets creeped on Bastard of War 2. He's only runner up because he was already a bastard. Anika is a piece of trash because she really just put someone back on drugs.
Who does that? But why are you just walking around with that in your purse though? What happened? What's that about?
She planned to. She knew she was waiting for the right time, the right opportunity. But they should have showed previous, like her saying, yeah, like.
No, it was better this way.
You think
it was
so?
more of a shock.
It wasn't a shock for me because when I saw her with her upset, I said, "Watch this whole."
Yeah, I mean,
and I tweeted it.
Yeah, but I'm saying this. If it was from last season,
last episode, you would have been like, we would have already known she was going to do it. You're right about that, man. Anika. I can't. Okay, I cannot wait until they find out what she did.
At first, I thought that Antoine Fisher saw her, but I guess not.
You know what? And I wonder about that. Someone tweeted that they think he seems shady. I don't pick that up with him. I don't pick that up. I think that he's. I want him to give Cookie some dark loving.
Some almond joy.
She needs some dark loving right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Cookie. I mean, because she needs a taste of something new. She's
Yeah,
not married.
But
she's a single
anyway,
woman.
like beige on beige, that only worked for but so long, man. She needs to leave that
Can
on
you
Lucius
please?
alone. They too beige together.
Nah, she needs to leave Satan alone, because that's who he is. Let's be real. Lucius is Satan. We ain't got time for Satan.
Satan comes in all hues.
Yeah. Get the hell on.
But this Satan is in beige, and she needs to leave it alone.
Y'all hear that, ladies? The man next to you might be Satan. He may be Satan.
Especially if he's beige. Let me stop. That was a joke.
I'm about to say, you always with a beige
And I'm
dude.
always with Satan.
I'm about to say, she ain't nothing but beige dude. They don't even be beige. They be goddamn loose leaf paper white. What you talking about?
Not the loose leaf.
They are. Loose leaf paper white. Get out my face. But, child, please. This preference.
Not for the past year.
Just now. Barely. this preference having mofo. All her dudes look like they could be brothers.
They do that.
Or cousins.
They do.
All her exes look like they could be related, my dude. The only one who stand out is homie. My homie Philip. But if you're watching, he about to be mad though.
He
but,
ain't watching.
You know, because he ain't supporting. But shout out to all our subscribers who support. And even those who aren't subscribing, you still watch, thumbs up, and support. And shout out to that lonely mofo that thumbs down.
That one person, because we know who you are.
Yeah, there's some hating ass mofo that know us. I mean, sometimes, you know, as time go by, yes, there's gonna be some thumbs down. There ain't nobody tripping, but there's this one mofo that thumbs down as soon as the goddamn video goes up, and we know who you are, you hating ass wide back mother effer. But anyway, back to trying to be me mother effer. But anyway, stealing my goddamn life mother effer. Oh, Taylor the body thief mother effer. Sorry, y'all, I had to rant just now, but it is so true. Y'all watch out for those tales of the body thief. Them niggas exist. They will steal your identity.
Yep.
Put it all over social media, acting like they you.
Yep.
But yeah, so the situation with the little baby, she's just stranded and left in the elevator.
Yo, that was really disrespectful. I lost my mommy. No, your mama lost you.
No, your mama dropped your ass off. She didn't lose.
That's really not funny. I know it's not funny, but it's
That
just
little
like,
girl is so cute, y'all. She is really
adorable. Cute. Did you see how comfortable she was in Taraji's arms?
Taraji was holding
maybe
that
Taraji should have been my mother when I was little, because that little girl was like,
yeah, she was comfortable.
She looked like she was about to go to sleep.
Taraji was holding that baby, and Taraji don't have any children, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't have any children.
I don't think so.
She was holding that baby, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. When she was sitting there with that drink, when she was crying and stuff, I was like, man. And what she said, I can't lose you again.
Yeah.
But you didn't lose him. He just dipped on your ass. She said, me spinning in the wind. That punk ass Lucius. But see, Jamal, you know, what I like about Jamal is
Luscious Lucifer.
Yeah, that ain't Lucifer. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call him, Lucifer. Ladies, please be aware of the man sitting next to you. He might be Lucifer.
Lucifer, dawn of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of here. Lucifer, dawn of the morning. You remember that?
Yes,
I'm from the murder capital. We'll be murdered for capital.
Hey.
Lucifer, dawn of the morning.
Yes.
Black album.
Get that mofo away from you. If he is to chase his ass out there, cast him out in the name of Jesus. Because y'all be y'all be staying with Lucifers for no damn reason. Just like Cookie did a bid for Lucifer for no damn reason. I mean, I guess they wouldn't say for Empire, but you know, if you win the game, then you got to follow the rules, right? So she did the right thing. She followed the rules. But is that appropriate? Is that the right thing to do? Hell no. No husband's supposed to be doing that to their wife. That's BS. It's crazy. He got kids. He made his kids not grow up with their mother. What kind of father is he? And my husband always said, how can I say I love my kids if I hurt the mother? If I hurt the mother, I hurt the kids. You men need to understand that. My husband was a very smart man. You understand? Lucifer, a.k.a. Lucius, is a damn mess. And these people sitting around him at the round table basically crying over his dying ass. He need to really appreciate them people.
Yeah, he does.
Because he's a piece of trash, okay?
Because some people would have been like, well,
all right, am I in the damn wheel? But,
you know, like, I wash my hands of it.
You know?
It's nice knowing you.
Best line, in your opinion? I'm trying to think.
There was a lot of good lines.
When
though.
he
Cookie
said
a lot.
when he
Lucius
said,
a lot.
when Lucifer said, "I love you, Cookie," I thought that was boss. When Cookie
and Anika was like,
and when Cookie said, "My boys," when they got it together,
yes, that was.
And
cute.
they pound, and you saw how Jamal
no, but
smiled at Hakeem.
Anika,
she don't like Andre.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, I saw how she was looking
I
at him when they was in that
bad
meeting.
for Andre.
Yeah, I do too.
Poor boy.
Because
he's going through.
He needs his dad. He's still learning. He's still trying to be, you know.
And he's also got the.
And he's like, it's too soon. It's too much.
Yes, he's also got the bipolar thing, so I guess that probably might affect.
But you saw how Lucius was looking at him though. Like he looked nervous. Like he looked like when
because he bucked at his wife, his little tiny itty bitty wife.
Yeah, and he never.
And he got the right one because I would have been like, yeah, sit your ass in that daggone shower on the timeout and think about what you just did because you just bucked at me in front of a room of people.
Yeah, because I know if I was sitting out, I'd be like, don't be talking to my sister like that.
No, Jasmine would have came with the. He would have bucked. Jasmine would have came with the.
yeah. I would have punched him right in his throat. Because my mother always said preemptive strikes, and that's what my grandmother taught us to have a preemptive strike. So he probably would have got punched in the throat by me, and then my brother would have scooped him up and body slammed him. So it would have been a bad night. Anyway, you know, so like we said, turn up worthy character. I guess we got to give it to 3 because for me it's Andre, that shower scene, his wife for the shower scene, Cookie for the speech that she gave at the showcase.
Oh no, I was saying that when Anika walked in the house and she hit that.
Yes.
Like, she was like, I'm bossy, but she hit that.
Because she saw that glass.
2 glasses of wine.
So, and when she walked in, I knew she wasn't going to walk in because, you know, she loses her power. No, but she loses her power. She doesn't have the upper hand. She walks in and catches them. Yeah, she has the upper hand because she knows and he don't know she know. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, and I'm going to be honest with you, you know we don't like the sides. We don't agree with that. And unfortunately, Cookie is the side. Granted, he's not married to Anika, but he's still in a monogamous relationship and Cookie is dead wrong. But I never felt that anyone deserves to be cheated on until I watched this episode. That chick deserved.
I can't believe she did that
all of that because of what she did to Court. What's her name? Elle. What she did, drugging that woman. She deserved it. She deserved it. She deserved it, and she deserved it. They definitely, but you know, at that showcase, they definitely couldn't have Jamal perform "Keep Your Money," right? Because they needed their money.
Yeah, no, that would have been ridiculous.
That would have been hilarious. Interesting that we didn't see Tiana this episode.
Because
I just thought that maybe we would have saw her because it was an Empire showcase, you know. Because even if they didn't perform, I thought we was going to see the different artists. That would have made sense. You know what I'm saying? Circulating the room and all of that stuff.
But they don't even want her in the picture because, not Jamal, Hakeem, he can't handle her girlfriend situation. So he's just like, now I'm going to put all my focus and energy into Camille.
Because she told her to me and she could be like my mommy. And his Drake ass feelings. Child, please. But what else? Was that it? I think that was it. Best scene, like we said, was Cookie on stage and the scene when Lucius told them about the ALS. For me, best line was when he said, I love you, and when she said, my voice. I thought that was really
Lucius,
cute.
When he was like...
when he lost his voice?
I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah, that was crazy.
This is serious.
That was crazy. I feel that Anika, she's not patient with him when he's dealing with his stuff.
What is it? What?
She was like, I didn't understand you. Repeat, take your time. Like,
what do you mean?
I don't like how she is.
What's wrong with him? So
yeah, she's very technical. Very, like sterile.
That's the way she is.
And that's how Andre is. Wouldn't it be interesting if they started to be together?
He's got a good thing going on with Blondie.
I mean, she ain't gonna care if he do it, as we saw in the past couple of the other episodes.
No, but that was for business. That's not for.
I don't think she would care. I mean, because if they did start smashing, it would be for business, wouldn't it? Child.
I don't know.
We shall see. Anyway, you tell us what y'all thought. I don't think there's anything that we missed. And y'all heard us say Creeper Ambassador Award goes to Anika, but it also goes to that doctor who almost flatlined Lucius' ass. But Lucius, when he's moonlighting as Lucifer, I kind of wish he does flatline, because the thing is, I just want someone to perform an exorcism so that he could stop moonlighting as Lucifer. Yeah. Because
it's like we need the Salem witch trials,
Because this man he's too much. He is too much. And you heard Vernon said she wanted to go to NA with me. Vernon.
I mean, hey, I guess.
Everybody letting their secrets out. It's ridiculous. And now you see how Jamal picking up little shorty, holding her now.
Yeah, I don't know, but he picked her up for like 2 seconds,
And then he's like, "Mom, that baby ain't his."
I don't think so.
Oh my God! And Michael left.
Yeah.
And now they're showing that there's gonna be some new artist that he took.
I don't think he's an artist. I think he's like.
No, he's an artist.
Oh. Come out for your daughter. Get out of here, yeah. Jamal, I mean, Michael literally just left like yesterday.
I don't think I like the new dude though. I don't like the addition of him. His look. Yeah, I didn't either.
Because he looks like a bootleg, the homie from CSI, you know, all that stuff.
Oh yeah. The one with
the beige dude with the beige hair and the beige eyes.
Yeah, the eyes. Yeah, everything blends in. The dude from Janet's video again.
Yeah.
I forget his name. Yeah, but yeah, nah. I ain't really feeling the whole new dude, and now he's gonna be trying to push him to be, you know, wave his rainbow flag.
Because we've dealt with this a lot. We got other things to deal with now. So.
I guess. But his talk with Lucius was cute when Lucius was like...
Yeah, that was good. Also.
That's when Lucius
was like, you know, you're not in this alone.
Yeah, because Lucifer wasn't in the building. Lucius was actually there at that moment. You know?
He's like a bus schedule, like on every other 15 minutes.
Lucifer comes back?
Yeah.
Child, please. But y'all tell us what y'all thought. I'm Jazz.
And I'm Britt.
NYCWA, yo. Deuces.